This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocados, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with the Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Good afternoon and roll Tribe ICC fans as we're getting ready for Game 2 of the NJCAA National Softball Championship Tournament here in Clinton. ICC versus Highland. The Scotties are their nicknames, as ICC will be the home team and the Scotties will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Big game today. The winner of this will advance on to the championship or the winner's bracket. Of course, this deep in the tournament, being a double elimination tournament, if you get past those first 2 days, it makes it a little bit easier to battle your way out of those losers brackets if you do kind of make your way through. The Scotties come in ranked number 5 in the country, ICC number 10. Let's go ahead and give you today's Coca-Cola starting lineups, and let's start with Highland. Leading things off will be Bella Koneska. She is playing second base. Chevelle Starton will be batting second. She's playing shortstop. Cammie Kimmerman will be the DP. Alex Hodap will be the first baseman. Sarah Shin will be in right field. Kelly Youthy will be the pitcher. Hannah Smith will be in left field. Alyssa Wesley will be in center field. And Cassidy Greer will be catching. The flex will be Serena Salazar. She'll be playing third base. For ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. And Coach Andy Kirks, hope he's got that winning combination put together again today. So for ICC, it's going to be Maddie Miney leading things off. She's playing shortstop. Rachel Stranisha will be playing second base. Samantha Conley is that pitch across for a strike. The First American National Bank opening pitch coming your way at 3:52. Samantha Conley will be catching. Summer Kreider will be playing third base. Macy Cox will be the DP. Casey Carpenter will be over at first base. Jessica Davis will be in right field. Joanna Vasquez will be in left field. Hope Harbin center field. And in the circle for ICC is Olivia Burns. So that is your Coca-Cola starting lineups today here for ICC. Now we are shooting with the webcam, trying to get through this fence a little bit better than we did yesterday, so hopefully no foul balls will be coming back our way in this sense. As this is going to be a slap hit, it's going to be fouled out of play, and 1-2 now is the count here on Koneska. We do appreciate everyone that's tuning in here on the ICC Sports Network. Those that tuned in yesterday, you saw a great game between ICC and now I forget who we played. Let me go back and Lewisburg. ICC won it on a walk-off hit in the bottom of the seventh when Rachel Stranisha singled to right field to score Joanna Vasquez. And that's how ICC got here. So now the count goes 2-2. Absolute hot day here in Clinton. And that could be a benefit for ICC. As some of these northern teams, there's already been a lot of issues of cramping and players kind of just struggling to make it through. So that pitch is going to miss for a ball. Good looking pitch that time, just a little bit too low for the umpire's liking. And so now the count goes full here to Konecka. She is playing second base. As this pitch is popped up and out of play, goes over into the field that LSU Eunice is playing on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch cameras here because the corner views with the webcam, even though we're shooting through the net, you get kind of blurred, if you will, with the webcam. So we're going to go back to our regular camera in this sense here. Pitch coming. This one fouled back into your living room. And the count goes 3-2. Nice job that time by Konecka to find a piece of the rise ball to keep the at-bat alive. So we're just now starting things off here in the top of the first inning, ICC and Highland. The Scotties, a very unique mascot there for Highland. As we're waiting for the pitch here, and that was going to miss outside for a ball, so that's going to be a leadoff walk to Konecka. So now this will bring up Chevelle Sarton. Sarton, the shortstop. And so now, with no outs and a runner over at first base, this is Sarton, the shortstop, at the plate, trying to spark a rally here for the Indians. That pitch missing low for a ball. So Burns trying to work a little low in the zone. The umpire not necessarily liking those low pitches, much like the umpire we had yesterday. Something low and especially inside to the batters, he was a big fan of. So 1-0 now is the count here to Sarton. That pitch in there for a strike as Sarton was taking the whole way that time. Highland in the navy blue tops, gray stripes. Got the gray pants with blue pinstripes, a yellow belt, blue socks, and the blue hats. As that pitch high, throw down is not in time. It was kind of blocked on the view that time, but a stolen base for Konecka. Just a step too fast that time as she was able to slide underneath the tag. Good throw by Conley, just couldn't quite sink up there. So 2 balls and 1 strike is the situation now. As this is Sarton at the plate. That changeup hangs up for a ball. 3-1 now is the count. So Olivia a little bit of struggling to start off the contest here. So waiting the 3-1 offering here to Sarton. It was a walk to Konecka to start off the contest. 3-1 offering coming here. This one fouled off, and now the count goes 3-2. Nice pitch on the inside that time. Looked like Sarton might have fouled off ball 4 as that one was up in the zone. So now 3-2 is the count here to Sarton, the shortstop. This pitch popped up, is out of play, and will stay at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's the count right now. There's no outs and a runner on second base here for the Scotties. Top of the first inning. We do appreciate everyone that's tuning in here this afternoon. Hit us up on Twitter. Madison Haley running that for us today, as always. Three-two pitch coming, and this one lifted. Left fielder Joanna Vasquez makes a diving catch. Are you serious, JoJo? Let's see if you can go back and look at that one again. She might have just dove out of your screen. She made a great for us today, as always, leaping catch yesterday that proved to be pretty pivotal in that game. And JoJo doing JoJo things out there in left field. Let's see if you can see Joanna Vasquez makes a diving catch. What a diving play by Joanna Vasquez. Are you serious, JoJo? Well, a big-time play there by Joanna Vasquez, and that pitch across for a strike. And that's got to make you feel good if you're a pitcher right now, and Olivia Burns, to see your defense making plays out there like that. What a big-time play there out of Joanna Vasquez. So with one out now, runner at second, 0-2 now is the count. So waiting the 0-2 offering here. Pitch coming. That one missing just outside. Not a bad spot to miss that time if you're Olivia Burns. As that pitch, just missing outside for ball two. 2-2 now is the count. Olivia Burns kind of shaking her head as she walked away from that one. Thought it was a pretty good pitch.
Make her leave running. Make her leave running. Here we go.
Change up, popped up. As the second baseman will go over and make the play. Nice pitch that time from Olivia Burns to get up there and get that pop-up. And now this is going to bring up 0-0 Alexis Hodap. So Hodap will come to the plate with a runner at second with 2 outs. Excuse me. 2 outs, yeah. Top of the first. It's that pitch high to Hodap. Well, the sun's out, and as I said, the temperature is expected to creep into the low 90s today. As we talked about earlier, that could be in favor of ICC as these games get deeper in the afternoon. Is that pitch going to miss low for a ball? 2-0 now is the count. 2 balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. There is a runner at second here for the Scotties. We're in the top of the first. No score so far. Change up, popped up, and this was going to get over the fence and out of play. And 2-1 now is the count. Another great turnout of ICC fans here today. A lot of red. The Scotties, they're out of Kansas. I believe they're kind of the northern part of Kansas, maybe even extreme northeast part of Kansas. So 2-1 now is the count with 2 outs. That pitch in there for a strike. Well, good job by Burns coming in there, throwing the fastball on that inside corner to even up the count now at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runner is at second. ICC trying to pitch around the opening walk to Konecka. Waiting the 2-2 offering. It's in there and missing just inside for a ball. 3-2 now is the count here to Hodap. Well, ICC fans thought that was a pretty good one. The umpire just didn't quite like it where it was. And so now the count will go full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And there's strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeouts there. And there's strike 3. And ICC gets out of the jam. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom half of the first, where to be Maddie Miney, Rachel Sternisha, and Samantha Conley due up for ICC. We're scoreless here in the first game of the day in Clinton.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to move now to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless. It was a leadoff walk to Conexa. She stole a base but was left stranded at second after a line drive and an outstanding diving catch by Joanna Vasquez. And then a pop up to second Rachel Stranisha was able to handle. And then our first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day of Alexa Hodap to end the inning. Well, Dr. Allen did confirm that Highland is located in the extreme northeast corner of Kansas. So this will be Maddie Miney, the shortstop, to start us off here. That pitch is going to miss low and outside for a ball. In the circle is Kelly Youthy. So ICC see if they can get off to a positive start to the contest here. Miney awaiting the pitch. That one's going to miss for a ball. Very unique release here out of Youthy. If you notice when she goes up, she reaches the peak of her pitch, kind of has a brief break and then re-releases. So as ICC matters, you've got to adjust to that pretty quickly. 2-0 is the count. And that one in there for a strike. At the knees, 2-1 now goes the count here to Maddie Miney. Maddie Miney, Rachel Stranisha, and Samantha Conley all due up here in the bottom of the first for ICC. Well, the winner of this game will play tomorrow. The loser, well, you'll play immediately. It's that pitch missing outside for a ball. 3-1 now goes the count. So 3-1 now is the count here to Maddie Miney. ICC would love to see the freshman shortstop get on base as she leads the teams in steals this season. And Miney swings on this one, fouls it off, and 3-2 now is the count. Shading a premium today. We do want to give a shout out to Dr. Allen and Brad Boggs for bringing their tent over, letting us get underneath it. Some of the ICC family got some tents here as well. As Mighty now with a 3-2 count. Awaiting the pitch here. Mighty rips one, and it's going to get through for a base hit. A nice start to the contest there as Mighty gets the single. Well, nice at bat that time by Maddie Miney. Miney rips one, and it's going to get through for a base hit. A nice start to the contest there. Leadoff single first of the game. It belongs to Maddie Miney. And now here comes the hero of the game yesterday, Rachel Stranisha. She only had one hit yesterday, but it was the biggest one possibly in ICC history, especially considering the situation as ICC picked up their first ever national tournament win with a walk-off in the bottom of the seventh off the bat of Rachel Stranisha. So Stranisha will dig in here. That pitch going to miss low for a ball. So 1-0 now is the count here to Rachel Stranisha. You've got a runner over at first base. That is Maddie Miney. There's going to be a ground ball. First baseman finds it, zips it over to second. Throw back to first is in time for a double play. What an impressive play there by Highland. 3-6-4 on the double play. Well, that's just tip of the cap right there. And it starts with the first baseman, Hodap, who made a great sidearm throw, a strike over to the shortstop, Sarton, who zipped it across in a hurry to the second baseman, Konecka, for the Little Caesars double play to erase the runner. And now there's two outs, and this is going to be Samantha Conley at the plate. So a big-time play there by Highland as that pitch paints the outside corner for a strike to Samantha Conley. So Conley trying to spark a two-out rally here as that pitch on that outside corner as well. So now 0-2 is the count with two outs. So what are the 0-2 offering here to Conley? Conley fouls this one off. And the count will stay 0-2. Nice location on that pitch. Inside up that time. Conley fought it off to keep that bat alive here at 0-2. So two outs after that Little Caesars double play. A beautiful double play by the Highland Scotties. Trying to see if they can get an unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning here out of the Indians in the bottom of the first. And Conley swings and misses on a low pitch outside, and that will do it. ICC gets no runs on one hit, no errors, and nobody left on base thanks to that Little Caesars double play. We've played one here in the first game of the day. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we move to the top of the second inning, scoreless here in second day of the NJCAA National Softball Tournament here at Clinton. Got a lot of more fans coming out today to enjoy the contest. Brother Chris Burrows with us today, the director of the ICC Baptist Student Union. Be sure and follow them on Twitter at ICCBSU. Due up this inning is going to be Sarah Shin, Kelly Youthy, and Hannah Smith. All due up, as this is going to be the right fielders. Shin leading us off here. Real quick, I got some family watching. Chauncey Lovard checking in on Twitter, a direct message on Twitter that is. Let me know she's watching, so appreciate her and everyone else checking in here on the ICC Sports Network. That first pitch is going to go high for a ball. So Highland did get a runner on in the top of the first as this pitch has popped up back, and it's going to get out of play. As 1-1 now is the count. It was a walk to Konetska. She stole a base, got to second, but then an outstanding play by Joanna Vasquez out in left field. A pop up to second and a strikeout looking got ICC out of the jam. The Indians, they got a leadoff single by Maddie Miney, but a beautiful 3-6-4 double play erased her off the bases, and then a strikeout into the inning there. That pitch going to miss outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Remind you, if you're away from your computer, you can follow the games on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. A big healthy swing there and a miss for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. ICC number 10 in the country, the Scotties of Highland, they're number 5 in the country. Kelsey Yates, a former ICC softball player, checking in as well. Line drive out to left field. It's going to drop for a fair ball, and that's going to go for a hit. First hit of the day for the Scotties, and it belongs to Shin as she starts this off with a single down the line. Good job by Vasquez to quickly get out there and get to that one and keep that one to a single. So Shin gets the first hit of the day, and now this will bring up Kelly Youthy, the pitcher. Youthy would really love to help her own cause here with the base hit, as there's no outs and a runner on first here for the Scotties. Youthy will dig in here. She's going to show bunt, lays it down, and it's going to be one play. It's going to be over to first. Nobody covering third. Now the throw is going to be over, and got her! Big time Little Caesars double play for the Indians. Let's go back and look at this one. What a play there. It started off as a sacrifice bunt. 1-3 on the putout. She's going to show bunt, for a double play. It goes. And it's going to be one play. It's going to be over to first. Nobody covering third. Now the throw is going to be over, and got her! Play. So after big time Little Caesars double play for the Indians. Bottom part of the inning, ICC returns serve with another great heads-up play there by the Indians. Now this is going to bring up Smith to the plate, who swings at a high fastball, misses for a strike. Well, we've already seen some outstanding defensive plays by both these teams, and we're only 1.5 innings through, so 2 outs now here in the inning And a great play there by ICC, as there's a swing and a miss on the fastball, and quickly ahead in the count now is Olivia Burns, 0-2. Andy Lee of WTVA is in the house. You can see highlights tonight on WTVA. Appreciate Andy coming out today to cover the Indians here. That pitch just missing outside for a ball. Not a bad spot to miss that time if you're Olivia, to see if you can get her to chase one after chasing 2 pitches high in the zone. Real quick issue there. Appreciate CJ Adams, who is watching, texting in, letting me know that the audio of the replay was playing as I talked. So, CJ, appreciate that. Hopefully problem solved. Change up, popped up. Samantha Conley's going to go for it, just couldn't get to it. Great effort on the part of Samantha Conley to try to get to the ball. It just didn't hang up quite enough for the sophomore catcher out of Mandeville, Louisiana. Brandon Barrett of ICC golf team, they're playing, or 3 of our guys are playing up there in Indiana. He hit an eagle and then followed that eagle up with a hole-in-one. As that pitch just missing low, 2-2 now is the count. But yeah, Brandon Barrett with a hole-in-one in the national tournament. That's how you kind of do some big things there, as it looks like LSU Eunice has hit a home run. And that just broke open a scoreless game there behind us. That pitch missing low, 3-2 now, goes the count. So awaiting the 3-2 offering here. Can Burns get another Renaissance Bank strikeout? Instead, this one lifted deep left side, and it is gone. A big-time solo home run there off the bat of Schmidt. As that one cleared the scoreboard, she just laid back and waited on it, and a big-time clutch hit there as the Scotties now take a 1-0 lead. Well, that was one that off the bat you kind of knew it had a chance, and it just continued to travel and did not check up whatsoever. A big girl shot there. 1-0 now, Scotties with the lead. Still 2 outs in the inning here, as this is going to be Alyssa Wesley, the center fielder, coming into the game here. She's going to swing on the first pitch she sees, and that's going to be a little flare out to the right side. So back-to-back hits, 3rd hit of the inning, as Wesley just flares that one out to the right side, and this is now going to bring up Cassidy Greer. So a good 2-out rally here for the Scotties as they get a home run, then a single out to right field by Wesley, and now Greer, the catcher, will come to the plate. Well, you don't really have to hit one too hard to get out of the ballpark here, but that one that Schmidt hit, she was able to get fully extended on and take it for a ride. As pitch is low, runner's going to go. The throw down is not in time. Another stolen base there as Wesley shows some really good speed there. And a really good jump. One of those I'm really surprised that ICC coaches may not come out and question if she left early that time. As 1-0 now is the count. Not saying she did leave early, just saying that's how quickly she got to second. So 1-0 now is the count. There is 2 outs here in the inning. ICC trying to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. That pitch hit her. Well, that inside pitch just rode up a little bit too much that time. So now a hit by pitch and a runner over to first. And now this is going to be Konecka coming to the plate, who walked and stole a base in her first at bat of the day. So back to the top of the lineup here with 2 outs in the inning. 1-0 is the score. Konecka at the plate, and ICC looking for the exit here in the top of the second. So Konecka will dig in here and await the pitch. That one's going to miss low for a ball. Well, Burns does like to work low in the zone, but the zone isn't quite where she likes it right now. It's a home plate umpire being consistently with the calls. It's not giving that low basement call to Burns, so she's going to have to adjust and maybe work up a little bit here. 1-0 is the count here to Konecka. There's going to be a slap hit down the third baseline. It's going to go foul. And out evens up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike is the situation here on Konecka. Campus Police tuning in here on the Red Channel. We appreciate them for watching and everything they do to help keep us safe out there on campus. Appreciate them as well. Bailey Springfield also checking in, watching today's games. This pitch popped up, backing out of play. And that one's going to go into the field over there with Eunice as well. So now 1-2 is the count with Konecka. So we're in the top of the second inning here. ICC trailing 1-0. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Pitch coming, change up. Slap to the third baseman. Throw over is in time for the out. Nice job by Summer Kreider that time, playing in, showing off that rocket of an arm over there at third, and she retires Konecka. So the Scotties get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom half of the second, where it'll be Summer Kreider, Macy Cox, and Casey Carpenter due up for the Indians. We'll see how they do after we hear from Cagle Eye Center and more here on the ICC Sports Network.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now to move to the bottom of the second inning. ICC trailing at 1-0 after a solo home run off the bat of Hannah Schmidt in the top half of the inning. Due up for ICC, Summer Kreider, Macy Cox, and Casey Carpenter. Youthy in the circle. Delivers that first pitch, missing low for a ball. Well, again, as you're watching here, and hopefully you can see it, I know we're having to shoot through this netting here, but as you look, it's a unique release for Youthy, as she'll almost briefly pause at the top of her release and kind of just shifts that arm a little bit as that pitch missing low for a ball. So as ICC players, you got to kind of keep an eye on that and try to pick up on any changes she may make to certain pitches. As Kreider at the plate with a 2-0 count. Kreider jammed on that one. Third baseman makes a diving stop. Throw over is going to be in time. 5-3 on the put out of Summer Kreider. And my, oh my, what another great defensive play. We've seen 4 of those. And we're only in the bottom of the first inning. And that's what you get when you get 2 teams that are in the top 10 in the country here on the national stage. You're going to see some outstanding plays. And so far, defensively, we've seen that as well. So now this is going to be Macy Cox coming to the plate. 1 out and nobody on here for Macy. As she's going to swing on the first pitch she sees. Blocked up nicely by the third baseman. Throw over is in time. Second time in a row, the third baseman has got a ground out for the out. Now this is going to bring up Casey Carpenter. Carpenter seeing her first action in quite a while. She missed the region tournament, missed the part of the state tournament as well due to a back injury that she re-aggravated. So she's getting her first action here in the national tournament. So trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians. Carpenter looks at that pitch. It's in there for a strike. Well, as we talk about it, Youthy not really blowing you away with speed, but she does a great job of mixing up her speeds, hits her spots and locations quite well. 0-1 now is the count here to Carpenter. Carpenter looks at that pitch high and inside for a ball. 1-1 now goes the count. If Carpenter were to reach, it'll be Jessica Davis on deck for the Indians. There's 2 outs here in the inning. 1-1 is the count to Carpenter. A pair of ground balls to the third baseman so far here in the bottom of the second. That pitch in there for a strike as well. 1-2 goes the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nobody on here in the bottom of the second for the Indians. 1-0 is the score. So Youthy getting set to deliver the pitch here. Carpenter jammed on this one. It's going to hit in front of the catcher. The throw down to first, though, is still in time. Nice job by Youthy to come up. The catcher, Greer, tried to make the diving catch on it. Couldn't do so, but a nice play by Youthy to come up and still get the out. 1-3 for the putout. Indians go quietly. 3 up, 3 down there in the bottom of the second. We're going to take a break. Come back with the top of the third, where it'll be the 2, 3, 4 batters. Zartan, Kimmerman, and Hodap due up here for the Scotties. We'll take a break and hear from some of our sponsors, including Sonic, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident, feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes. Half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
Oh, it's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we shift to the top of the third inning, it'll be Chevelle Sarton leading us off here. She was robbed of an extra base hit on an amazing defensive play by Joanna Vasquez out in left field. That was in her first at bat of the game. Then Kimmerman's on deck. Hodap is in the hole here for the Scotties of Highland out of Kansas in the top of the third. Change-up pitch. It's a beauty, but just missing. Borderline pitch not going the way of Burns. As we said, Burns likes to work low in the zone. Just that zone is not necessarily as low as she likes it to be right now, so she's going to have to continue to adjust or work to earn the umpire's respect on that low pitch. As that pitch goes high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Once again, one of those unique lineups for the umpire that they're teaching them now is get on the extreme side of the batter, so anything on that outside corner of the plate is more of a guessing game. And talk to some old school umpires, and they're not a big fan of it as that pitch is in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count here to Sarton. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and no out as Sarton is leading us off here. Burns has surrendered 3 hits today, one of them being a solo home run to Hannah Smith, and that's the difference in the game right now. And for the second time today, Burns has hit a batter, so third straight inning that ICC has seen the Scotties put the leadoff batter on in this situation. In the first, it was a walk to Konecka. In the second, it was a single by Shim, but she was erased on a Little Caesars double play. And now here in the top of the third, it's a hit by pitch. So now this will bring up the DP Kimmerman to the plate with a runner at first and no outs here. In the top of the third, ICC trailing 1-0. Shows bunt, ball, they're going to say a foul ball. So a big-time break there for the Indians as that one was called a foul. Didn't know if she was able to get it there. Jane Autry tuning in again today here with us, cheering on the Indians on the Red Channel. Thank you for everyone that's tuning in here. So that pitch missing for a ball. 1-1 now is the count after the foul ball strike. Coach Michael Metz tuning in. Bronson Payne tuning in. Lee Adams, Raphael Henry back in the office doing a little work today. They're also checking in as well. That pitch missing outside. Ball gets away, and that'll allow the runner to advance on the pass ball. So 2 balls and 1 strike is the situation right now here on Kimmerman, the DP. Runner in scoring position now with no outs. 1-0 is the score. Glenn Haley also checking in, watching the game today. As the bunt's laid down, it's going to be one play over to first, and it's in time. 3-4 on the put out of that sacrifice bunt, but a perfectly executed sacrifice bunt there puts the runner over at third. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They remind you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. During the school year, they meet at Monday nights at 7:07, Wednesdays at lunch. All they ask is you bring $2 and a friend. Why not treat your friend to lunch? Bring $2 for them as well. That's the ICC BSU. So now with one out in the inning and a runner over at third. And this was going to be blasted out to center field, but a diving catch made again. Now they're going to tag up the runner, and that's going to score the run. But a great diving catch that time by Hope Harbin. That technically, I guess, turns into a sacrifice fly after it's all said and done. But Hope out there making a diving catch, another great defensive play, but it gets the job done as the run scores from third. So 2-0 now. Scotty's with the lead. That pitch on that outside corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. That pitch drifts high for a ball, even the count now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Nobody on here after that sacrifice fly by Hodap that scored Sarton after a great diving catch by Hope Harbin out in center field. There is 2 outs in the inning. That change up, a beautiful pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Shin. Shin singled in her first at bat of the day, but she was erased on a Little Caesars double play. A great defensive play by ICC to turn 2. It's actually a 1-4-1 double play. So the 1-2 offering coming from Burns. It's going to miss low for a ball, and 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. 2-0 is the score. Scotty's with the lead here over ICC. So what is the 2-2 offering here for Burns? And she hits another one. Third time today that Olivia Burns has hit a batter, and that is very uncharacteristic for Olivia. As second time today she's hit somebody with 2 outs in the inning, and now this is going to bring up Kelly Youthy. So Youthy would love to help her cause here. She's already working with a 2-0 lead. As you do have Shin reaching for the second time today. As that pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So 1-0 is the count here. Pitch coming. Fastball across for a strike. Throw down to second. Not in time as the throw drifted high and more towards the first base side. So that's going to be a stolen base for Shin. And that's going to be the 3rd stolen base of the day for the Scotties. And now Coach Andy Kurt looks like he's wanting to come out and talk in the circle here. Let's take a timeout with him. Let's hear from First American National Bank. We'll be back with more. ICC trailing at 2-0.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
And welcome back as the umpire going up to break the huddle here for ICC. 2-0 is the score. There is a runner at second base. Kelly Youthy is at the plate with a 1-1 count. She is the pitcher here for the Scotties, so she would love to help her on cause. She got a solo home run by Hannah Schmidt and a sacrifice fly by Hodat to score the 2nd run of the game. And so now Olivia Burns going to have to dig deep here, see if she can find the exit in the top of the 3rd. Change up. It falls off the table just a bit too soon. 2-1 now is the count. This pitch popped up, and it's going to get back and out of play over the top of us here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. For more information on how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College, visit iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. Dr. Jan Reed Bunch, Tilda Bushlawn, and Jim Ingram always doing a great job in a very important role at the college. 2-2 pitch coming. Ripped out to the right side. Davis is going to let it drop in front of her. Now they're going to try to score the run, and they will. So that's going to go as an RBI single, as the relay was slow getting in that time. And so Youthy comes up big there and helps her own cause. What a big stolen base for Shin to get into scoring position. And now the Scotties have opened this one up a little bit. And here comes trouble. Hannah Schmidt to the plate. She had the solo monster home run in her previous at-bat. Now with the runner over at first and 2 outs. Looks like Coach Kirk's going to come out, maybe making a move here. And we'll see what he's going to do here as he's talking to the home plate umpire in this situation. Hannah Schmidt at the plate. And it is going to be a pitching change here for ICC as Nelson will come in to relieve Burns. We're going to take a timeout as Nelson's taking her warm-up tosses here from the PTK and Tupelo and more. ICC trailing it 3-0 with 2 outs here in the top of the third.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
And welcome back now as Nelson has taken her warm-up tosses. She'll be greeted by Hannah Schmidt, who, as we said, had that solo home run, a monster home run over the scoreboard here to place the first run of the game, and it's been 2 so far here in the top of the third inning. ICC trailing the Scotties now 3-0. This is a winner's bracket game here as Nelson comes to the plate with a runner at first. That pitch drifts high for a ball. Well, Nelson, her last appearance was against LSU Eunice, and she pitched a heck of a ball game before a walk-off 3-run home run after a solo home run in the bottom of the 7th helped Eunice able to get that win. As there's going to be a shot, it's going to get down to the gap. And this is going to be trouble once again as it bounces off the fence. And they're going to try to score the run from first, and they will. Runner's going to try to go to third. Zip throw over is not in time. So that will be a double for Schmidt. And it goes for an RBI. She will advance to third on the throw as that scores Youthy, and that will close the book. That closes the book on Olivia Burns. It's now 4-0. Youthy scores the run there, and Schmidt with her second RBI of the day and a clutch hit there. She gets a double out to the gap. That pitch in the dirt, missing for a ball. This is Alyssa Wesley right now. She singled, stole a base, and was left stranded back in the second. 4-0 now is your score. ICC trailing Highland as Highland's bats have been red hot so far here in the contest. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs is the situation. There is a runner at third after Schmidt advanced to second on the throw. And that pitch inside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Thought for a second it might have actually hit Wesley as she was crowding the plate. So now 2-1 is the offering coming up here from Nelson. Nelson sees her pitch fouled off, 2-2, as now the count evens up. Boy, ICC would love to find a Renaissance Bank strikeout here to see if they can find a way out of the inning. Two-two pitch coming. Instead, it hits her. The fourth hit batter of the day, as Highland will get, I hate to call those a free pass, because if you get hit by a ball, it's not free. So she earns her way over to first after being hit by a pitch, and this is going to be Cassidy Greer coming to the plate. Cassidy was hit by a pitch in her first at bat. And so now, once again, Highland trying to keep this 2-out rally brewing here in the top of the third inning. They already lead it 4-0 here. There is a runner at third, a runner at first. We'll see if Highland elects to stay aggressive on the bases. They have stolen 3 today, so don't be surprised if they don't put the speedy Wesley, who does have one of those stolen bases, in motion here with a runner over at third. And that's what they do. The runner will get the stolen base as they throw it short to the pitcher. The runner at third never really stepped off the bag that time. And so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there's a lot of speed on the bases here for Cassidy Greer. ICC trying to find the exit. The Scotties trying to keep the merry-go-round turning here in the top of the third. They've plated 3 so far, as that pitch missing for a ball. (2-0) now is the count with 2 outs. Runners on second and third here for Highland, trying to extend this 4-0 lead here in the top of the third inning. That pitch hops across for a ball. So now 3-0 is the count here to Greer. If Greer were to reach, it would go back to the top of the lineup in Konecka. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Nice job that time by Nelson just to dig deep and deliver that one in. 3-1 now goes the count. 2 outs in the inning. It's been 2-out hitting that's been big today for the Scotties to be able to lead this contest 4-0. That pitch goes high, and that's going to be ball 4. So now the bases are loaded here for Highland, and we go back to the top of the lineup here in Konecka. Konecka is 0 for 1 today. She grounded out to third. She walked, stole the base, and was left stranded in the first. So a big-time situation here for the Indians. 2 outs. Bases loaded here for the Scotties. This pitch ripped. Center fielder, though, is there. Hope Harbin makes the play, and ICC gets out of the bases loaded jam, but not before the damage was done. They got 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. We're going to take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back now as we move to the bottom of the third inning. ICC trailing the Scotties 4-0 here. The winner of this game will advance on to tomorrow's winter bracket game. The loser, well, you'll have to turn around and play again immediately following this game. Of course, it depends on where we're playing at, what field we're on. It hopefully will be right here, and we don't have to break anything down. But if we do have to go somewhere else, we'll try to break that down as quickly as we can to get ready for the next broadcast. Jessica Davis at the plate. Shows bunt, fouls it off for strike one. It's going to be Jessica Davis, Joanna Vasquez, and Hope Harbin due up here for the Indians. ICC only has one hit on the day so far, as this is the 7, 8, 9 batters due up. It was Maddie Miney, but she was erased on a 3-6-4 double play. As Davis rips one. Second baseman, though, is there right at her. Throw over. A little bit off that time, but a good job to stretch out and get that one. 4-3 on the putout of Jessica Davis. But right now, ICC's playing atom ball. Everything is going right at them, as not a whole lot of movement that time by the second baseman. Konecka was able to get that one, and now this is going to bring up Joanna Vasquez. What a great play JoJo had out there in left field back in the first inning to rob Sarton of an extra base hit on a diving catch. Now JoJo at the plate. Looks at that pitch, missing low for a ball. Well, as we said, ICC trying to warm the bats up. Maddie Miney had a single to start the game, but she was erased on a very nice Little Caesars double play by the Scotties. JoJo showed bunt for a second, pulls it back and takes it for a ball. 2-0 now is the count to Joanna Vasquez. Well, if you're ICC, well, you just got to have base runners in this situation. You can't get 4 runs in one swing of the bat without 3 other people on base. So 2-0 is the count. Vasquez looks at that pitch going high for a ball. 3-0 now is the count here to Joanna Vasquez. Hope Harbin is on deck for the Indians. So waiting the 3-0 offering here to Joanna Vasquez. JoJo taking the whole way that one. That one right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the inning. Vasquez going to try to spark the bats here for the Indians. That pitch. JoJo didn't like that one, thought it was up and outside. Instead called a strike that time, as walks away very frustrated, so now she's going to have to dig back in and protect the plate here. 3-2 is the count on Joanna Vasquez. Waiting the 3-2 offering here. JoJo fouls this one off and keeps the at-bat alive here. Nice job by Joanna to foul that one off. So 3-2 will stay the count here on Vasquez. Pitch coming. Ground ball. First baseman tries to bobble it. Nobody's there. And that's going to go for an infield hit for Joanna Vasquez. Well, a nice effort that time on the part of the first baseman, Hodap. She went out, made the nice play, looked to turn to throw to her pitcher. Her pitcher was not there. And so that will be the second hit of the day for the Indians as JoJo reaches on that infield single. And now this will bring up Hope Harbin to the plate. Well, Hope trying to see if she can spark the bats of ICC. Second hit of the day for the Indians. 5 hits on the afternoon so far for Highland. Hope playing in center field. Looks at that pitch, missing low and inside for a ball. Vasquez at first base. Has above average speed over there at first base. Hope Harbin extremely fast. There's a threat to hit or bunt. That pitch right in there for a strike. Evens the count now at 1-1 on Hope Harbin. Hope playing in center field. She's out of Columbus, Mississippi, went to New Hope High School. Awaiting this 1-1 offering here. Hope looks at that pitch, missing low and outside. Some of the Highland fans thought that one was a strike. And as we said, this umpire's been very consistent. He hasn't been giving those low pitches today to any of the pitchers. And that's really all you want on this level, or any level actually, is just consistency behind the plate. We've had that so far here through 3 1/3. 2-1 pitch coming to Hope Harbin. Hope swings at that one. The throw down to second is in time. So caught stealing was Joanna Vasquez. 2-6 on the putout. And this day is just one of those days where the breaks are beating the girls, as Coach Kurtz wanting to come out and talk this one over. Also, taking a look and, actually going to come over and check on JoJo. JoJo is down on the field right now. She took an awkward slide into second base. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. Not a good sign there for Joanna Vasquez as she's being helped off the field, unable to put any weight on her leg. And if anybody knows JoJo, you know she's tough as a pine knot. And so you know that's a very serious injury there. Hopefully not a very serious injury, but you know it doesn't take a little bump to get JoJo out of the game. So hopefully JoJo is okay. 2-2 is the count with 2 outs here. Nobody on base now, and Hope Harbin is at the plate. We'll have to get in a substitution here in a moment. So they are getting the substitution in here for JoJo. And I believe that's going to be Maggie Smithy that will come in and play left field. So now it's going to be 2-2 is the count here to Hope Harbin. There is 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-2 is the count to Hope. Awaiting the pitch here. Hope jammed her a little bit. Third baseman comes over. Throw over is in time just by a step to get Hope Harbin 5-3 on the put out there. Well, everything going the way of the Scotties here through 3 innings of play. ICC trails it 4-0. The Indians get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the top of the 4th inning. It's going to be the 2-3-4 batters due up. Sarton, Kimmerman, and Hodap here for the Scotties. They lead it 4-0. It was a 3-run top of the 3rd and a solo home run in the top of the 2nd. As that's the difference in the game right now. Nelson is in the contest, pitching for Burns. She got the Indians out of a bases-loaded jam situation last time up as that pitch slipped out of her hand a bit too soon. Skips across for a ball. 1-0 is the count. We're in the top of the fourth inning. 1-0 is the count. That pitch in there for a strike. So 1-1 now is the count here to the shortstop, Sarton. As that pitch drifts high and outside for a ball. 2-1 is the count. Sarton is 0 for 1 of the day. She was hit by a pitch, advanced on a pass ball, and scored a run in her previous at-bat. She was robbed of an extra base hit on a great play by Joanna Vasquez out in left field on a diving catch. And JoJo, after sliding into second quite awkwardly, as there's a fly ball out to the center fielder, Hope Harbin, who takes care of business there to get the out. Back-to-back putouts now by Hope Harbin. But yeah, JoJo was helped off the field and being looked at by the trainers right now. Hopefully she is okay, as she, as we said, slid in awkwardly into the bag on that steal attempt in the third. So now with one out, this is going to be Kimmerman, the DP, coming to the plate. She had a sacrifice bunt and then popped up to second, as that pitch is going to miss low for a ball. 4-0 your score here in the top of the fourth inning. The winner of this game will advance to take on the winner between LSU Eunice and I forget who they're playing, but Eunice is up 4-0 right now, as that pitch in there for a strike. Try to find my bracket. I took a picture of those last night. There's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, and it's going to eat up Maddie Miney, and that's going to go for an error. The ball took an awkward hop that time as it got to Miney, as couldn't find it. Yeah, Eunice is playing Johnson County. The winner of this game will play tomorrow at noon. The loser of this game plays tonight at 5:30. They'll take on the winner between I don't even know how to say that. Cuyahogha. Cahaiga and St. Louis. Ball in the dirt, gets away. Runner's going to try to go, throw down to second. Not in time. So the runner will advance on the wild pitch as she stopped. Once the ball rolled away, was able to get to second. So everything going the way of the Scotties so far in this one. So now the count goes, board says 1-0. This one lifted high, fly ball. Center fielder Hope Harbin is going to go, camp underneath it, and get the out. Well, a good pitch that time by Nelson to get the high fly ball. Routine out there in center field by Hope Harbin. And now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to bring up Sarah Shin. She's been a tough out for the Indians. She singled and was hit by a pitch. Now, she was erased on a Little Caesars double play in the second, but she stole a base and scored a run back, part of that 3-run third inning. Pitch hops across for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Sarah Shin. Wind shifting now, blowing out of the ballpark. It's been blowing into the face of the batters today, but it hasn't been blowing too often. So you can kind of hear it picking up here. 2-0 now is the count here to Sarah Shin. So winning the 2-0 offering with 2 outs and a runner at second. That pitch misses low, 3-0. Now is the count here to Shin. Kelly Youthy, the pitcher, up next for the Scotties. That pitch in there for a strike as Shin taking the whole way that time. 3-1 now is the count. Runner at second base. That is Kimmerman, who reached on an error and advanced on a wild pitch. So now 3-1 is the count. Youthy is on deck here for the Scotties. ICC would love to see her start the top of the fifth. And instead, there's going to be ball 4 as that one once again slipping out of the hand of Nelson and hops across. So now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Youthy at the plate. She had an RBI single in her previous at-bat. She also hit into a unique Little Caesars double play. It was a sacrifice bunt that was thrown out 1-4. The third base was not covered. The runner at second thought she could get to third. The throw was to Olivia Burns, and she tagged her out in time as that pitch across for a strike. Cuyahoga, they're the 14th seed in the tournament. They defeated number 6 seed St. Louis 9-4 today, so that's who the loser will face today. Appreciate Lee Adams for sending that information, as that pitch in there for a strike as well. Cuyahoga. Lee, if you're listening, where is that located? Send me that in a text. So St. Louis has been eliminated from tournament play with the 9-4 loss today to Cuyahoga. The 14th seed making some noise in this tournament. As that pitch drifting outside, missing for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. Not a bad spot to miss that time on a throwaway pitch to see if you can get her to chase one. But instead, a good eye on the part of Youthy that time. So Youthy will dig in. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 1-2 pitch coming. Borderline pitch. Once again, that low zone has not been there today for either pitcher, either pitcher for ICC and the pitcher who is at the plate right now, Youthy, as the umpire's been pretty consistent on that low no call. Foul ball, and it's going out into play and behind the LSU Eunice second baseman. That's kind of the danger of playing in a field like this. When you do get foul balls like that, it's going to be going into a field of live play nearby. And one of them yesterday came into our field, nearly hit Samantha Conley, who was catching. Luckily kind of bounced next to her. So 2-2 is the count here to Youthy. Youthy rips one. It's going to be through the gap, but it's going to get out to center field. They're going to try to score the run. The throw is not going to be in time, and that's going to go for another RBI there, and another run scored. 5-0 now. Second RBI single of the day for Youthy. And when I say it, folks, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Highland in any sense of the imagination, but everything going the way of the number 5 team in the country, the Scotties today, and that's what it takes. If you want to advance in this tournament, stay in that winner's bracket, you got to get good things going your way and taking advantage of opportunities when they do, and they cash in on an error here to take a 5-0 lead. That pitch in there for a strike, and here comes trouble. Hannah Smith today. She's had a solo home run, an RBI double. She's obviously scored a run on that home run, but take a look at her at bat. Very casual. She kind of just stands there and then steps into it. As that pitch just missing outside for a ball. ICC fans wanted that one for a strike. They didn't get it. 1-1 now is the count. 5-0 is your score. Highlands in control of this one. That pitch in there for a strike. Nice adjustment by Nelson to run in a little bit more on the plate that time. Clips to the corner of the plate. 1-2 now. Goes the count here to Schmidt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. This pitch lifted, foul, and it's going to be in foul territory, and a diving effort but could not come up with it was Summer Kreider. Is a great effort by Kreider over there, just didn't quite hang up long enough for it to get to it. Good sign of sportsmanship there by the Highland coach out in the batter's box, coming by and showing Summer some love on that effort, trying to get to the foul ball there. So 1-2 stays the count here. 5-0 Scotties with the lead here over the Indians. The winner's bracket game here as this pitch popped up a mile high. It's going to get out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runners on first and second here for the Scotties. Highland, they're located in Kansas, the extreme northeastern part of Kansas. So what is the 1-2 offering here? Pitch coming. This one's lifted. Trouble here, but there is going to be the right fielder, Jessica Davis, coming in to make the play. So that gets the Indians out of the jam, but not before, once again, another run scores for the Scotties. 5-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef. No, corn-fed. On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula.
Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with the Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as we now shift to the bottom of the fourth inning. Back to the top of the lineup for the first time today is ICC, as this is going to be Maddie Miney, Rachel Stradisha, and Samantha Conley all due up. Maddie Miney had a single but was erased on a Little Caesars double play in her first at bat today. Miney swings at the first pitch she sees, and that's going to go out to the gap. This could go for double. Miney's going to head to second, and she is there. Big time hit there for Maddie Miney. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. Maddie 2 for 2 on the day, as that was a double out to a gap.
Hit the hole, come on.
She wasted little time as she swung on that one, knifing out there. The ball actually took a pretty good little checkup when it got to the outfield, allowed the outfielders to make that a closer play than I anticipated it being over at second base. But now it's going to be Rachel Stradisha at the plate. Stradisha is going to look at that pitch low and outside for a ball. Well, for the first time today, ICC's got a runner on in scoring position. Every time that ICC's had a runner on base, they've been retired either by a double play or being caught trying to steal. So this is Rachel Stradisha at the plate. Stradisha's going to look at that pitch across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. There is a runner at second base after a double to start the inning here by Maddie Miney. ICC trying to spark a rally. They trail at 5-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Stradisha couldn't catch up with the high fastball that time. 1-2 goes the count. So Stradisha is going to have to guard the dish here with a 1-2 count. Awaiting the pitch here. And this one popped but foul. It's going to get out of play as well. Good job by Stradisha that time to fight off that pitch and keep the count or keep the at bat alive here at 1-2. Rachel grounded into a Little Caesars double play in her first at bat. Looking to redeem herself here. Of course, she had that huge hit. Her only hit of the game yesterday was that walk-off single in the bottom of the 7th to help ICC get to this game with a 4-3 win. Rachel fouls this one back, and it's going to go into the other field of play. And now 1-2 will stay the count here on Rachel Stradisha. So what is the 1-2 offering here to Rachel Stradisha? Rachel pops this one up, and it's backing out of play as well. And so a nice job by Stradisha just keeping this at-bat alive here. Got to find a way to win this battle if you're Rachel. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the situation. And now the third base umpire is going to come out and say something to the home plate umpire. And not 100% sure what the conversation was about there. So it looks like the Highland coach wants to come out. And maybe nope, he's asking the count, and it is still 1-2. So waiting the 1-2 offering here from Youthy. There's going to be a grounder. Shortstop gets to it, lets the runner back to second. Throw over is in time, and Maddie Miney will end up at third base. So a nice job by Stranisha. Grounded out 6-3, but did get the runner over to third base. So the first row of the game is a little bit closer there. As it's a great diving effort by the third baseman. She got enough glove on it to kind of slow the ball down for the shortstop, Sarton, to get to it, and Sarton was able to zip it over with about a step left before getting out. So now there's one out in the inning, a runner at third base, and this is going to be Samantha Conley at the plate here for the Indians. Sam struck out swinging in her previous at-bat. Takes a look at that pitch, inside for a strike. Conley just did not like that call there, judging by the look on her face. As 0-1 now is the count here to the sophomore catcher out of Mandible, Louisiana. I know her dad probably tuning in here, Scott, and the rest of the family down there in Louisiana. Ground ball, that's going to be a foul ball, and 0-2 now is the count here to Conley. So 0-2 is the count here to Samantha Conley. What is the 0-2 pitch here from Youthy? Runner at third is Maddie Miney. Youthy's pitch, foul back, right into your living room. As the count now goes 0-2. Or excuse me, stays at 0-2. So a nice job by Conley keeping the at-bat alive there. Sun coming out a little bit more here as it's been a bright sunny day in Clinton. And Conley reaches down, fouls that one off, and will stay at 0-2. Nice job by Sam finding a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive. So Conley needing to find a way to get on base here. See if she can get a hit and get Maddie Miney at home. She is setting over at third. She had a double, advanced on a ground out to the shortstop by Sternisha. 0-2 is the count here to Conley. Conley fouls this one back off the netting, and we'll stay at 0-2 once again. Summer Kreider is on deck for the Indians. ICC with 3 hits on the day, 2 of those belonging to Maddie Miney, who is over at third base. Joanna Vasquez, who is out of the game due to an injury. She had the other hit. Conley rips this one, and it's foul. Coach Andy Kirk showing off some hops down there in the box as he was able to jump over that one. 0-2 stays the count now here on Conley. So a nice battle going here with Conley in a 0-2 count. Has found a way to make contact on the ball, foul off about 4 or 5 pitches to keep the at-bat alive here. Can Conley win the battle? We'll find out after this next pitch coming here from Youthy. 0-2 is the count, 1 out and a runner at third. Sets up at Stream outside, that pitch missing low for a ball. So 1-2 now is the count here to Samantha Conley. Outfield shading her a little bit to the left. Awaiting the 1-2 offering here to Conley. Pitch coming, Conley pops it up. Shortstop will go over and make the play. And a nice job that time by Sarton to go out and catch that out. And a good job by Youthy finding a way to win the battle there for out number 2. Now this is going to be Summer Kreider coming to the plate with 2 outs and a runner at third. ICC needs to find a way to get a 2-out hit here. Kreider grounded out to the third baseman in her first at bat of the day. It was a part of a 3-up, 3-down second inning for the Indians. Runner at third. That's Maddie Miney, who doubled and advanced over there after a ground out by Sternisha. Kreider at the plate. Kreider takes that first pitch in there for a strike, turns around, shakes her head in agreement with the call. 0-1 now is the count. Let's give credit where credit's due here. Kelly Youthy has been outstanding today. She's only surrendered 3 hits so far, has got the shutout going through 3 2/3 inning. Kreider lifts that pitch, missing low and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th. ICC trailing at 5-0 here to the Highland Scotties. Kreider trying to come up with a 2-out hit here. That's something Highland's done extremely well today. As that pitch goes high for a ball, 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. That's Maddie Miney over at third base. ICC needs to spark the bats here and see if they can find a way to get a big-time rally in this one. They trail it 5-0. Kreider at the plate. Kreider nubs this one off her hands. The first baseman gets it and tags her out, and that will do it. Another nice inning there as that pitch in on the hands that time, and a nice play over at first base by Hodap to end the inning. So ICC threatens but couldn't get anything going there as they get no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on base. We'll take a break and go to the top of the fifth inning where it will be the 8-9-1 batters due up, Wesley, Greer, and Konecka here for the Scotties. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the fifth inning. Alyssa Wesley will lead things off here. It'll be Wesley, Cassidy Greer, and Bella Konecka due up here for the Scotties. They lead it 5-0. We'll give you a Sonic scoring recap throughout this inning here, as it's been all Highland today and everything going the way of the Scotties through the first 4 innings of the game. Nelson's pitch going to miss low for a ball. Well, the first inning it was scoreless as the Scotties put a runner on first and second after a stolen base, but some great defense by ICC got him out of the jam. ICC got a single by Maddie Miney, but a beautiful defensive play on a Little Caesars double play ended the threat there. 3 up, 3 down, unconventionally went ICC in the first. It was a solo home run with 2 outs in the inning to Hannah Schmidt that made it 1-0. ICC went quietly with a 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the second. It was a big inning for the Scotties with 3 runs. In the third, there's a ground ball to the third baseman. Plenty of time. Throw over is there for the putout. 5-3 to retire Alyssa Wesley. So in that third inning, it was Sarton who started the inning off. She was hit by a pitch, advanced on a pass ball, took over to third on a sacrifice bunt. And then it was a sacrifice fly by Hodap that pushed across Sarton from third to make it 2-0. Then Shim was hit by a pitch, stole the base, and she scored on an RBI single by Kelly Youthy. That made it 3-0. And then it was a double, an RBI double by Hannah Schmidt that scored Youthy, and that was the third run of the inning. 4-0. Scotties over the Indians. The Indians went quietly in the bottom of the third as it was a hit by Joanna Vasquez. She was caught trying to steal, was shaken up and injured on the play. No news on Joanna, but hopefully she is okay. Then the Scotties, they took advantage of an ICC error as there's going to be a rip over the head of the shortstop, and that's going to go for a base hit. Maggie Smithy gets to the ball and will relay it in. That's a single for Greer. As now we go back to the top of the lineup to go back and talk about that Sonic scoring recap. It was a error that Kimmerman reached on. She advanced on a wild pitch, and then she scored on an RBI single by Kelly Youthy. And that's where we're at right now after the Indians got a double by Maddie Miney. She did get on third, but was left stranded there in the bottom of the fourth. 5-0 is your score. There is 1 out here in the inning, and a runner at first in Cassidy Greer. That's ball in the dirt that time. 2-0 is the count. Now here to Konecka, the leadoff batter. There is a runner at first with 1 out here in the inning. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. That is the situation here. Ball in the dirt, blocked up nicely by Conley. Runner retreated back to first. So 3-1 now is the count with 1 out here in the inning. A runner over at first base. That is Greer, who singled. A little chop hit back to the pitcher. Throw over to first is in time. Nice job that time by Nelson to retire Konecka for the second out of the inning. So now with 2 away and a runner at second base, this is going to be Sarton coming to the plate. Sarton is 0 for 2 on the day. She was hit by a pitch, did score a run. She was robbed of an extra base hit on an outstanding diving catch by Joanna Vasquez back in the first inning. So with 2 outs and a runner on second, Sarton is at the plate. Sarton looks at that pitch, missing low for a ball. Sarton playing shortstop, has been pretty solid there at short as well. ICC has 1 error in the game. For the Scotties, they're error-free. That pitch missing low for a ball. Good-looking pitch that time, but again, the umpire's been very consistent with his strike zone. He has not been calling those low pitches at the knees for strikes. So Sarton at the plate. Runner at second. This is a shot lifted. It's going to get to the gap, and it's going to be off the wall. That's going to give you a RBI double and make it 6-0 as the ball gets away on the relay in. But a double and that RBI there. And the hits just keep coming for the Scotties as that run scores Greer, or excuse me, that hit scores Greer. 6-0 now here in the top of the 5th inning. So now this is going to be Cammie Kimmerman, the DP, coming to the plate. She popped up to second, had a sacrifice bunt, then reached on an error and scored a run in her previous at-bat. This pitch popped up. Hope Harbin drifting over and will squeeze it for the out. Well, damage was done as another run scores there for the Scotties. They lead it 6-0. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now here for the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to be Macy Cox, Casey Carpenter, and Jessica Davis due up here for the Indians. Macy grounded out to the third baseman in her first at bat of the day, trying to see if she can spark the bats here for the Indians. They've got 3 hits on the day, 2 of those belonging to Maddie Miney. She was left stranded at third in the previous inning. Is that pitch in there for a strike as Youthy continues to be dazzling today, as we said. Doesn't blow you away with speed, but one thing you do look at the score sheet, everything pretty much is a ground ball by the Indians except for one of the outs, or 2 of the outs, one of them being a strikeout, the other one being a pop-up in foul territory to the shortstop. Other than that, everything's been ground balls. There's another one. Shortstop has it. Throw over is in time for the putout of Macy Cox, 6-3. Well, if a pitcher like Youthy gets a lot of ground balls, if her defense continues to play solid behind her, she is extremely tough, and that's been the case today. ICC's put the bat on the ball, but just couldn't find the gaps as they played a lot of atom ball today, as that one was right at the shortstop, Sarton, that time. Now this is going to be Casey Carpenter coming to the plate with 1 out. ICC trailing 6-0. That pitch paints the corner for a strike. 0-1 now is the count. Well, the sun tucked away behind some clouds for a moment, but now here it comes back out again. Temperatures were anticipated to get up into the lower 90s today, an above average hot day this afternoon. And that pitch high. This will be off the foot of the first baseman, but of course, when things are going your way, they're going to go your way. As that ball hit the foot of the first baseman, rolled over and hit the bag, all she had to do was just reach over and pick it up and step on the bag. And that's just kind of the perfect example of how this game is going today, folks. It's just everything going the way of the Scotties. So all you can do if you're ICC, some days you have those type of games at the ballpark. You just tip your cap and say, you got us today. So now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Jessica Davis coming to the plate. So that pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 is the count. That pitch in there for a strike to Davis. Davis grounded out to the second baseman to start the third inning. Trying to spark the bats here with 2 outs in the inning. 1-1 is the count. This pitch popped up. Second baseman drifting over and makes the play after stumbling a couple of times, but will get the out. So another 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Indians. We've played 5 here in the contest. It's 6-0. As we'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as so we do have a Sonic position change here as Butler will now come in to pitch for ICC, and also Cox will head over to first base. Those are your changes there. Let's go ahead. We'll give you the Coca-Cola defensive lineup here after this pitch to Hodap. It's going to be Hodap, Shin, and Youthy due up as that pitch missing for a ball. So Butler is in the circle. You've got Samantha Conley behind the plate. Summer Kreider is at third base. Maddie Miney's at shortstop. Rachel Cernisha is at second. Your new first baseman is Macy Cox. The outfield looks like this. Maggie Smithy in left field as that ball gets away. But nobody on base to do any damage. 2-0 now is the count. Hope Harbin is out in center field. And the right fielder is Jessica Davis. That is your Coca-Cola defensive alignment here for the Indians in the top of the 6th. 6-0. Scotties with the lead. So that pitch going to go high for a ball. 3-0 now is the count. So Butler in a 3-0 hole here to Hodap. Hodap is 0 for 2 on the day. She did have a sacrifice fly. She struck out and flew out to center as well. And that pitch is going to miss high for a ball, and it'll be a leadoff walk here to Hodap. So now this is going to be Sarah Shin coming to the plate. Sarah is 1 for 1 on the day. She's been hit by a pitch, stole a base, has scored a run. She's also walked. She was left stranded in scoring position in her previous at-bat. And this is going to be a runner coming into the game here. As that's going to be number 4 coming in to run. That's going to be Hope Heckley. Hope Heckley coming in to run in place of Hodap. Showing bunt. That pitch missing low for a ball. Shin, who is playing out in right field today, she hasn't had very much to do out there in right field. There's been a couple of ground balls on hits by Maddie, or excuse me, actually maybe only one ground ball coming her way by Maddie Miney. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Even with the count now at 1-1. Mary Kate Butler, she's out of Pontotoc. In the circle here for the Indians. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs here in the top of the 6th. Runner at first base. Bunt is shown. It's going to be laid down. There's only one play, and it's going to be over to first, and it's going to be thrown too tall. Runner will head over to third. Now the ball booted around in right field. And then the throw in is going to be caught by Conley. So the runner eventually was able to advance from first to second. E1 on that sacrifice bunt there. So 1-1 is the count. Or excuse me, no, will actually not be the count. It'll be the situation at the plate now is going to be Youthy coming to the plate for the first time after that sacrifice bunt. We'll have another runner coming in here. This is going to be number 5 coming in to run. As this is Elizabeth Hayes. Hayes entering to run. And so this is going to be Youthy at the plate. Well, Highland could end this one early if they could get 2 runs, or have an opportunity to end this one early, I should say, if they could get 2 runs. ICC will have an at-bat at the bottom. As this pitch hits her. And that might have been a break for the Indians after the ball got away after it hit Youthy. The 5th hit batter of the day. You just don't hear that too often from ICC pitching staff, as now bases will be loaded here. Time is going to be taken. We'll take the timeout with them. Let's hear from the Sonic of Fulton.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes. Half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
And welcome back to action as the home plate umpire is going to break up the conversation here. There's no outs, bases loaded here for the Scotties. And this is not who you want to see at the plate if you're ICC, as it's Hannah Smith coming to the plate. She is 2 for 3 on the day. She had a solo home run and an RBI double. So here comes trouble. And a new runner coming in once again here for the Scotties. This is going to be number 22 coming in to run. Let's find out who that is. As that is Allie Rickle coming into the game. That pitch goes high, and a good job by Conley to stretch out and find that one. So dangerous situation here for the Indians. Bases loaded. There's no outs. (6-0) is the score. Change up. It's a ground ball fouled off, and just trying to make something happen there from Hannah Schmidt. Lee Adams sending us some score updates from the tournament. These scored update being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, renaissancebank.com. Number 1 seed LSU Eunice defeats number 9 seed Johnson County 5-0. That game was going on behind us a moment ago. Number 2 seed Des Moines, Iowa, or Des Moines area out of Iowa, defeats number 7 seed Kirkwood 6-3. And number 3 seed Phoenix leads number 11 seed Sinclair 4-0. That's in the bottom of the 5th. So the top-seeded teams in the tournament holding serve so far, and that's the case here. As this is going to be a pitch lifted, right fielder is going to come in and get it. It's going to tag up the runner, and that run will score as ICC allows the run to score but elects to keep the run at second. So now it's 7-0. So that'll be a sacrifice fly out to right field. That's going to be the third RBI of the day for Hannah Smith. So a nice day at the ballpark for Hannah, as she has had a productive day at the plate. So now 7-0 is your score. As bunt's going to be laid down, it's going to be one play, and it's over to first, and that's going to be a throwing error. One run will score here, and that's going to get the 8th run across. So now if ICC can not find a score in the bottom half of the inning, this one will be over. So that is the 3rd error of the game. ICC's been error-plagued in this tournament. They had 4 yesterday, 3 so far today. As now it's 8-0 Scotties here in the top of the 6th. It's just been an unorthodox game for ICC, and not taking anything away from the Scotties. They have played extremely well today, and they've got it done. ICC, however, just looking all out of sorts as they've hit 5 batters. They've walked 4. And you look at the Scotties, they've been able to execute well. Whenever they've had runners in scoring position, they've come up with some solid 2-out hitting as well. So tip of the cap to Highland as they have got it done today so far. 8-0 now is your score. There is 1 out here in the inning. 1-1 is the count. Got a runner at third and a runner at first. That's Wesley over at first base. Don't be surprised if you see Wesley go in motion here, and she does. Bunt is laid down, and it's going to stay fair, and they're going to try to tag the runner. They can't do it. And now the runners will advance on the play, so that's going to go as a fielder's choice. The ball was going to be fair, and that's just a good bunt. And again, the breaks beating the girls as everything continues to go the way of Highland. They can do no wrong today, as Mary Kate Butler did a good job of coming up to grab the ball and try to tag out the runner on the squeeze play. The ball just popped out of her glove, and the run scored, so it's now 9-0 in favor of the Scotties with 1 out and runners on second and third. Well, ICC, barring a big-time rally over these next inning and a half, as that pitch goes high, but the thing about ICC is they've got to score 2 now in the bottom of the 6th to extend this game, but ICC will be playing next. We're going to try to find out what field they'll be playing on. We'll have to break down our equipment and try to get over there as quickly as possible to set up for the broadcast as the changeup's fouled off. And that goes for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here. Runners on second and third. So now they're going to put Konetska over on the opposite side of the plate now. And you see ICC quickly shifting, expecting the bunt here. Slap hit instead as the infield's in. Smithy gets it, bobbles it around, and the run will score again. Well, the hits just keep coming here for Highland, as that's going to go as a single, first hit of the day for Konetska. That is the 9th hit of the day. All but 1 batter has got a hit today for the Highland, and that's Cammie Kimmerman. She reached on an error, and now that's going to be a hit batter, and that will bring Kimmerman to the plate. So that's the 6th batter that ICC has hit today. I don't know if how many hit batters ICC had coming into this series, but this is easily a season-high hit batters here. A new batter coming in this situation, so Kimmerman will not have the opportunity to pick up her hit she's the only player that does not have a hit so far in the game, as number 13, Brianna Minton, will come to the plate here for the first time today. Bases loaded with one out now. As that pitch going high for a ball. It's 10-0. Scotties have exploded again for another big inning. As this pitch fouled back. So 10-0 is your score. We're in the top of the 6th inning. There's one out and bases loaded here. This pitch is going to be fouled off and will fall to the turf harmlessly. 1-2 now is the count here. So bases full of Scotties. 1-2 is the count. There is one out. ICC would love to see if they can start a double play and get out of this inning here. 4 runs have scored so far in the inning. There has been 2 errors, only 1 hit in the inning. There's a ground ball. They're going to step on the bag over there at third, but that will go for an RBI fielder's choice, and another run scores there for the Scotties. So now this is going to bring up Hodap. So that's the 5th run of the inning here. Actually, this will not be Hodap. This will be number 4, who came in to run for her to start this inning. So the Scotties have batted around here in the top of the 6th inning. They lead at 11-0 now. Runners on first and second with 2 outs in the inning. As that pitch fouled back. 1-2 now is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs is the situation. Runners on first and second here. It's been all Highland this afternoon in this one as they lead at 11-0. Top of the 6th inning. Pitch coming in. There's a Renaissance Bank strikeout. A big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to end the inning, but my, oh my, damage was done as 5 runs scored on, ironically enough, 1 hit, 2 errors, as that will end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. ICC's got to get the bats fired up here if they want to extend this game. It's 11-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 11-0 is your scores. We head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC's got to find 4 runs to extend this contest. And we do have some position changes here, and I believe for Highland. And yes, we do have a new pitcher in the game. This is going to be Sarah Bond coming into the game. Maggie Smithy at the plate. As that pitch misses, 2-0 now is the count here to Maggie Smithy. She had a solo home run in the first game of the national tournament. So Smithy stands in there, takes that pitch. Oh, good-looking pitch, but called a ball. 3-0 now is the count here to Maggie Smithy. And that pitch in there for a strike. Almost a carbon copy of that last pitch. 3-1 now is the count here on Maggie Smithy. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. So Smithy is starting us off here. Swings on this pitch, pops it up, and it's going to get out of play. Or actually, it's going to stay in play. No, excuse me, it bounced over the fence. It hit the top of the fence, thought it was going to bounce back in, but instead hopped out. And 3-2 now is the count here on Smithy. Smithy batting in place of Joanna Vasquez, who was shaken up, sliding into the bag. As there's a ground ball, shortstop's going to get to it. Throw over is in time. Been very impressed with Highland today defensively, as there's been a whole lot of ground balls. Only 2 outs today have been recorded on pop-ups. Everything else has been on the ground for the most part, and there has been a strikeout. And now this is going to bring up Hope Harbin with 1 out. Well, we heard the next game is going to be on field 3, so that's going to make the day interesting, as we're going to have to hustle up and try to get over and get reset for that game, as we'll be looking straight into the sun as well the entire time. Good times. So we'll have an abbreviated version of the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way. As that pitch fouled off by Hope Harbin, 0-1 is the count here to Hope. Hope rips one up the middle. That's going to go for a base hit. Nicely done that time by Hope Harbin. Put the bat on the ball, the 4th hit of the day for the Indians. And now we go back to the top of the lineup in Maddie Miney. Miney is 2 for 2 on the day. She's got a single and a double. She was erased on a Little Caesars double play in the first and left stranded at 3rd in the 4th. So now with Hope Harbin at the plate, or excuse me, over at first, this is going to be Maddie Miney at the plate. Indians trying to get the merry-go-round spinning here, see if they can extend this contest. Miney looks at that pitch high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Maddie Miney. Rachel Stradisha is on deck. Well, it's going to be a tough situation for the Indians, as they'll have to continue to play the very next game. As that pitch missing low, Harbin's going to try to steal second, and she's there. Well, a stolen base there for Hope Harbin. So now that puts a runner in scoring position here. A very speedy Hope Harbin now at second base. And Maddie Miney, who's 2 for 2 on the day. 2-0 now is the count here on Maddie Miney. So Miney, if she can get her 3rd hit of the day, could push across a run here. That pitch going to miss low for a ball. This is Bond in the circle, replacing Youthy, who pitched a great game today. That pitch high for a ball, and that'll be a walk. 3rd time today that Maddie Miney will reach. So with 1 out in the inning, runners at 1st and 2nd. Now this is Rachel Stradisha coming to the plate. Rachel looks at that pitch in there for a strike. Rachel is 0 for 2 on the day, grounded into a Little Caesars double play in the first, grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th. And you got to give kind of a credit, if you will, for the 3rd baseman, as she slowed the ball down on diving for the ball, and the shortstop was able to get it and throw Rachel out by a step. Swing on and miss on the high fastball. That one across for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here to Rachel Stranisha. So Stranisha will have to protect the plate here. 0-2 pitch coming. Grounds it, and it's going to be foul. Well, that's just the difference in the game today, folks. As earlier in the game, that was the same situation on a bunt play by the Scotties that stayed fair. And it was a squeeze play and just couldn't quite find the ball to be able to tag the runner out. And now the count will stay 0-2 here on Rachel Stranisha. Samantha Conley on deck here for the Indians. There's one out. Runners at first and second. You got Hope Harbin, who singled, and Maddie Miney, who walked. Ground ball. Third baseman's going to have it. Throw over to first is in time for the putout. 5-3 to retire Stranisha for the second out of the inning. Runners were able to advance in that situation. So now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Samantha Conley coming to the plate. Well, the Highland Scotties are 1 out away from ending this one early here in 6. They lead at 11-0. ICC with runners at second and third. You know, if you're ICC, you would like to scratch across a run here as that pitch goes high for a ball to Conley. If Conley were to find a way on base, then it would be Summer Kreider on deck for the Indians. As that pitch missing low for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to Samantha Conley. So Conley would love to pick up her first of the day and see if she can push across a run. That pitch, however, goes high. 3-0 now is the count. Well, the Indians trying to see if they can spark a rally. There is 2 outs in the inning. 3-0 is the count here to Conley. Conley listens to that pitch, and it's going to be ball 4. Now bases loaded here for the Indians. And this is going to be Summer Kreider coming to the plate. And we're going to have a runner come out here for Conley, and this is going to be Lily Moore coming in to run. So Moore will come in to run in place of Sam Conley. And now Summer Kreider at the plate here for the Indians. And that pitch at the knees for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here to Summer Kreider. Bases loaded for the Indians. There is 2 outs. Kreider looks at that pitch, missing low for a ball. Good looking pitch, and Bond wanted called for a strike that time. Couldn't get it. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Bases full of Indians here to Summer Kreider. Boy, it'd be a big time for Summer to pick up her 11th home run of the year. And this one blasted deep, but foul. Well, she put a charge in that one that time. Just a little bit too far ahead of that one. Now the count goes 1-2 here to Summer Kreider. So ICC fans would love to see her sneak that one down the line in this, as Kreider rips that one foul, and we'll stay at 1-2. Good job by Kreider coming up and finding that pitch and fouling it off to keep the at-bat alive here. 2 outs in the inning. 1-2 is the count. Bases loaded here for the Indians. They trail it 11-0. Kreider, the freshman third baseman out of Morville. Listen to that pitch low in the dirt. Nice job blocking it up that time by the catcher. Ball gets away. You've got a pretty good chance of scoring a run with a speedy Hope Hartman over at third base. 2-2 now is the count here on Summer Kreider. Summer waiting the pitch. Looks at that one high, and now the count goes full at 3-2. So this is going to be an exciting part here. Runners will be in motion. There's 2 outs. 3-2 is the count here to Summer Kreider. Pitch coming. Kreider looks at that, and that's ball 4, and that will push across a run here for the Indians to make it 11-1. So the first run of the day comes with a bases loaded walk there to Summer Kreider, the easiest RBI of her career. And we're going to have a meeting in the circle here as Hope Harbin came across to score. Bases are still loaded. Now this is going to be Macy Cox coming to the plate. Hannah Sparks is going to enter to run here in place of Summer Kreider. So the pitching coach wanting to come out and talk to Bond. Kind of a spirited conversation there as he asks the infield to step away. So now Macy Cox will come to the plate. Macy 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out to third and a ground out to the shortstop in both of her at-bats. So bases loaded here with 2 outs in the inning. ICC needs to get 3 more runs to extend this one to the 7th. As Macy Cox now at the plate here for the Indians. 11-1 is the score. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. As Macy rips one, it's going to get through, and that's going to go for a base hit, and that's going to score a run. They're going to try to score 2. The throw is not in time. Well, the Indians rolled the dice there, and it pays off big time as they push across 2 runs. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. A big-time 2-out hit there by Macy Cox. 2 runs come across to score. As that scores Maddie Miney and a hustling Lily Moore coming in to score as well. And we're going to have a runner coming in here. This is going to be Mackenzie Toombs coming in to run for Macy Cox. And we are going to have the starting pitcher re-enter the game here as Youthy will come back in. So with 2 outs in the inning, Hannah Sparks is over at third base. She represents the run that could push us into the 7th. As Youthy, who started the game and was pitching well, Bond came in, and so 2 outs in the inning. Youthy will re-enter here. As Mackenzie Toombs coming in to run as well. You see the home plate umpire checking in the changes. So now with 2 outs in the inning, runners at second and third here. This is going to be Casey Carpenter coming to the plate. Indians need 1 more run to force this one to the 7th. Is that pitch in there for a strike to Carpenter? Casey is 0 for 2 on the day. She grounded out to the pitcher and then also grounded out to first in her previous at-bat. A base hit here would push across the run. ICC needs to push this one to the 7th. That pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Casey Carpenter. You've got Hannah Sparks, who is running for Summer Kreider, who drew a bases-loaded walk. She's at third. Then Mackenzie Toombs is running for Macy Cox, who had a 2-run single. She's at second. Carpenter takes that pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now. Goes the count here to Casey Carpenter, the freshman out of Grenada. So waiting the 1-2 offering here. Carpenter, ground ball, she falls, trying to get out of the batter's box, and it will be a ground out 4-3 as she slipped, and that will do it. Your final score in this one, ICC falls 11-3 in 6 innings of play, so that's going to do it here for the game. ICC will play the immediate game following this one. So we're going to wrap it up here as ICC falls in 6 innings. Your final score, 11-3. We're going to break down in a hurry and try to get across to the other field so we can set up for the next game as ICC falls 11-3 here to the Highland Scotties in the first game of the afternoon. Back with more right after this, or I should say back with more in about an hour here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.